The street outside the church was too quiet for a funeral. I noticed it first, the way people avoided looking at each other, the way the bells rang late, as if even time felt uncomfortable being there. I stepped down the stone stairs with three other men I barely knew. They smelled of incense and cheap cologne. One of them touched my shoulder. "Lo siento, hermano," the man said softly. I nodded, but my head was buzzing. I didn't trust myself to speak. The casket disappeared behind the church doors, and just like that, the world kept moving. Cars passed, a dog barked, somewhere, someone laughed. It felt wrong. We walked together for half a block in silence before splitting off. I kept going alone, hands in my pockets, tie loosened, my heart heavy with something I couldn't name yet. My name is Pedro. A few weeks ago, I was wandering the streets with the boys when I heard an old man shouting. "See? See," the man said loudly inside a corner store, waving his card at the cashier. "The password is 1974, same as always." I slowed. "Who says that out loud?" The cashier barely reacted, just nodded and bagged the groceries. The old man paid, complained about the prices, and shuffled out, muttering under his breath. As he stepped off the curb, something slipped from his coat pocket and landed near the door. A credit card. I stopped. For a moment, I did nothing. Then instinct kicked in. I bent down, picked it up, and turned. The old man was already gone. I looked at the card. Heavy, black. Not the kind of card normal people carry. Behind me, laughter. "Pedro!" My friends, Raul, Mateo, and Luis, were crossing the street toward me. "What's that?" Mateo asked. I hesitated. He dropped it. I was going to return it. Luis raised an eyebrow. "You heard him say the password, didn't you?" I didn't answer. Raul grinned. "Just beers. One round. Then we give it back. Consider it interest." I should have said no. I didn't. We didn't go back to the store. Instead, we cut down a side street toward an ATM, the kind with flickering lights and graffiti scratched into the metal. I slid the card in. The screen loaded, then froze. Then showed a balance so high I thought the machine was broken. I blinked. Luis leaned closer. "Say it again," I swallowed. This isn't normal." Raul laughed nervously. "How much?" I turned the screen toward them. No one spoke. Mateo let out a low whistle. "That's not money. That's a life." Something changed right there. At first, it was small things. Better bars, new clothes, cash everywhere. Then it escalated. Clubs that didn't ask questions, cars we couldn't pronounce, and tons of girls and porn stars we slept with. After a week, Luis said what none of us wanted to say out loud. He split it evenly. No more card. Mateo frowned. "That'll raise flags." Luis shook his head. "I know someone at the bank." I felt a chill. "This is getting dangerous." Raul clapped me on the back. "Relax, we're already in." They met later that night at Luis's place to plan the transfer. That's when Luis's phone rang. He stepped away to answer it. I couldn't hear much, just muffled words through the wall. Then Luis froze. "Grandfather?" he said. I saw the color drain from his face. Yes, papa, I'm listening." Silence. Then, "Lost his credit card?" Luis slowly turned toward the table. My stomach dropped. He ended the call, walked back and picked up the card. He stared at the name. Same last name, same first name his father had just said. "This money," Luis said quietly, "belongs to my grandfather." No one laughed. "He hasn't spoken to my father in decades," Luis continued. "He never replaced the card. He thought it was lost." I shook my head. "So what?" "We stop now." Raul scoffed. "We already spent it." Mateo crossed his arms. We all agreed. Luis looked at me. "I tried to tell you." I stepped forward. "We give it back, whatever's left." Raul shoved me. Hard. "Don't get holy now." The room felt smaller. Voices rose. Then something shattered. The screen went black. The church steps were cold under my shoes. I closed Pedro's diary and slipped it into my jacket. The bells rang again. Another funeral. The third today. Raul, Mateo, and finally, Pedro. People passed me, offering condolences they didn't mean. "It was tragic," someone whispered. I nodded. As I walked away, my hand brushed the handle of the knife hidden under my coat. Good thing I'd brought it. Behind me, from the shadow of the church door, someone was watching. I didn't look back. I was finally done running.